Yo, can you guys hear me?
Bucho, you enjoy the fight?
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh shit, hold on.
All right, guys. Anybody can join on Discord. So we already have somebody there. We have.
Bucho, what do you think of the fight? What do you think of Teo?
Um, he looked okay, man. He looked good. I mean, we knew he was better than Campa. That's the thing. We already knew that, but there were questions like, what about his power? Is he gonna have power at 140? He has power, but it's not the same. Yeah, he busted that guy up. Eventually, he dropped him, but that's because he was like hitting Campa at will, basically. And can he do it against Taylor? Can he do it against Taylor, another boxer? Probably not. So I don't understand why like this guy's like celebrating like he just beat, like a top pound for pounder. He looked like he was about to cry, and he was like, I don't like that. I don't like him clowning around either, man. So to be honest, I don't like the fucking guy. And I'm being honest when I say that I have doubts about his power 140. What do you guys think?
About the fight? Did you like the style of the fight? Like what he did? How he performed?
Campa looked like shit. I mean, Campa was very basic. He was tough.
Oh yeah. I agree.
But that was the thing. Like because we thought that maybe, well, Mr. BDA said it. Maybe Campas can generate some problems just because he's a tough guy. He's gonna be putting pressure. He just wasn't enough. Teofimo Lopez is just quicker. He's just a better boxer. But I mean, the fight was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. What do you guys think?
You think Campa gives any other 135s that would move up to 140? Trouble? You think Campa would give a Haney any trouble?
I think Haney just outboxes that guy and like.
What about the size, though? You don't think the size would matter, huh?
I mean, no, I don't think so. I think Haney outboxes the guy, just circles around the guy, he moves, and he goes to a decision.
Mm-hmm. You can take him out like Lopez, though.
No, I don't think. No. Campa's a tough guy. Man, like fucking Haney. I mean, does he even have power at 135? You know what I mean?
No. And I think Lopez would. Do you think Lopez would stop Haney or do anything with Haney?
I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I think he has a chance, bro. I think so.
Yo, hello?
I just enjoy him a lot more, I guess, than Haney. Maybe that's why I think that.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
All right, what's up, man? What's your guys' opinions on the fight just now? You guys think Teo looked good?
I think he looked good.
Yeah,
he looked good.
The speed is still there.
I thought he looked subpar and then ended like his usual sort of like what he was looking at before Kambosos. I think he just came back to what he was. You know what I mean? I think at the start he didn't look he's going like 50-50 with this. What is this dude ranked? Like 50? Like he's going 50-50 with the number
I wouldn't pay attention to that ranking though. I think he's better than that ranking.
Yeah, he's a tough dude. Like he's definitely like a solid little contender or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think he looked a bit shaky, but he got the cobwebs off and he looks pretty good. I'm not sure if the power, he did get like a stoppage win or whatever, right? Knocked this dude down, I think like twice, but it doesn't have the same pop as it did at 35.
It's more speed than power. It's more speed at 140.
He's got power at 40, but it's not as it's not like his 35 power, and that makes sense. But yeah, it's pretty substantial difference in my opinion.
He should fight Ryan Garcia.
I don't know. I don't think that would turn out too well for Ryan, to be honest.
Just now wasn't Ramirez or something? They were like interviewing some dude. I heard someone get an interview, but I didn't see
some Barbosa cat. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, maybe that's the next fight going ahead. I'm not sure what they're planning on for Teo. Really, it's kind of 140 is weird right now. Josh Taylor, like he's slowly just getting all his belts ripped away. You got some other top guys up there. I don't know what Teo should do next, honestly.
Is Ramirez with
Ryan
Top Rank
Garcia.
still?
Well, I don't know if you guys saw the post-fight interview. They brought up Garcia's name, Ryan Garcia. So that was
Did they?
interesting. They also mentioned they mentioned Josh Taylor as well.
They want everybody.
Oh yeah, wait, who mentioned it? Was it yeah, I think it was Teofimo Lopez who mentioned that name. I don't know.
His dad wanted
Josh
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, his dad did.
Okay.
Let me say this though: Teo versus Ryan is a bigger fight than Crawford and Spence. Though I'm gonna say that right now.
Yes. I think we're fed up with Ryan and Spence, man. I think it's nobody's
You mean
taking that shit
Crawford and
serious
Spence?
anymore.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Ryan versus Teo is a super fight.
Dude, Crawford
Teofimo
and
knows
Spence
he's
isn't
not a
even that
140
big.
pounder.
That fight in the
Teofimo
West
knows
Coast,
he's
that
not
fight's gonna
140.
sell. Trust me.
Yeah, Crawford and Spence is not a huge fight like people
Yeah.
think it. Like it's
Teo
not
and
even.
Ryan is a big fight.
They'd
It's a
be
better
lucky to
fight.
sell 500K, honestly.
To put that fight in the West Coast, all the Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans are gonna come. Trust me.
Not many Puerto Ricans on the West Coast.
Well, what's Teo? I thought he was Cuban or something.
He's Honduran.
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 Well, there you go. Close enough.
By the way, there was a super chat I forgot to read. Fuck. Who was it? Hold on. Paper Tiger, thank you for your contribution. He says, Subriel Matias, next please. I want to see his head bounced
Oh,
around like a
God.
speed bag. Jesus. That's very
Who's? Teo's?
inappropriate, Paper Tiger. No, Subriel Matias.
I don't
You
think.
think Teo's going to bounce his head around? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
like the clinching though, man. I really didn't. I
Well,
feel
that's what
like
he's.
a bit
I
excessive,
didn't like
but
it.
I thought
Yeah,
that
it's
was
a
more in the
usual thing.
beginning. You're right. The clinching was bad. It was more in the beginning when he wasn't like getting his legs like like you said earlier. He wasn't himself. He was trying to get back to himself. But later he wasn't clinching as much.
oh, dude, let me tell you something. The dude actually has really good defense. Like the shots that he was slipping, obviously, like I said, right, this dude isn't like the greatest opponent, but he showed some really slick defense out there while moving.
Yeah.
And, no clinching, no double leg Haney takedowns. If you know, you know. No fucking just cheating at the end.
Yeah,
it was
there
just
was a bit of
actual
clinching.
defense.
Exactly. There was a bit of clinching. I didn't like it, but it didn't change it wasn't changing the outcome of the fight. Like that guy was dominating and he was standing his ground sometimes, so he wasn't running or anything like that. He wasn't doing a Haney bullshit, back foot bitch.
Yeah,
I
fuck
still
him.
think he's an emotional wreck, though. To be honest, he's just a fucking
That's
roller.
correct.
Yeah, you guys, he's celebrating like if he fucking won a unification fight. Come on, guys. Like,
He's crazy.
He's
he was
celebrating.
celebrating,
He was
You know what he's
celebrating.
celebrating? You know what he's celebrating?
He
He's
couldn't even admit
celebrating.
on the interview. He couldn't admit on the
Did you see him
interview that his
dancing?
girlfriend left him.
He's celebrating regaining his manhood after that fight. That's what he's celebrating.
Did you see him dancing in the ring? That was funny. He was salsa dancing like a
yeah, he
like
was
a Puerto
dancing
Rican,
like a Puerto Rican.
like a real Puerto
Alright.
Rican.
Who else
He's
do we
still
have in
rambling,
here? We have
like he's in the
Virtuoso,
He's
Uncle
still all
Pete.
over the place.
Boost your volume, man.
Me?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm all the way up. I'm on my phone.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Who else do we have? We have MMA.
Hey, can you hear me, Bucho?
Yeah, just a bit.
MMA.
Oh, just
I
boost your volume.
can't adjust it on my end anymore, but
Yeah, you
I
should
don't
have
want
heard
to
this.
Pete, I don't want to excuse
The truth, girl.
you.
the what?
So if it's not Barboza, I think the most likely fight for Teofimo is Barboza. But if it's not Barboza, who would you guys like to see him match up with?
Ryan Garcia. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Somebody
Fuck
at
it.
135.
Daniel McCarthy, thank you for your contribution. He says, big up Bucho for the post-fight show. Yeah, I drank a lot of coffee to stay up, so decided to do a post-fight show. So
Well, my dad takes a nap. My dad takes a nap during the day to stay up for these fights, and sometimes when they end, he just fucking goes, "All right, I'm out. Lock it up. Lock it up when you leave." And just walks out of the fucking room because he's so he's disappointed he stayed up.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah, that happens,
honestly,
man.
the best part of the night was the whole fucking the damage control for Teo prior to the fight. Like, did you see those interviews and the stuff
Yeah.
that he was talking about? It was a comedy show.
Yeah,
Dude, they said that interview. They said that interview
Dude
went
said
for 3
he
hours.
prayed to God. He prayed to God to have God do something in the fucking Cambusi fight, right? Then he said, "I got the knockdown, and then I won." Like this dude's a fucking beyond parody.
Mm.
Did you hear
The
them say that the interview went for
ref raised
3
my hand.
hours?
Remember, he
3
was like
hours.
the
Did they
ref
drop
raised my
the
hand
full?
after the fight.
Did they drop the whole interview anywhere? That 3 hour interview? Does anybody
Hell
know?
no.
3 hour.
He probably
We
sounds like
need.
he's out of his
I'll
fucking
pay
mind.
I'll pay $100 instead of a shitty pay per view. I'll pay $100 towards that interview. To be honest,
Why would you want
And
to listen to that?
Kriegel kind of came at him
because
like
that's
a
pure
little fucking
comedy.
Lucky merchant too.
That's
You heard
possibly
that?
one
He
of
goes,
the greatest comedy shows ever. That interview.
It's
yeah,
better
but did
than
you
the
hear
David Haney fight.
Kriegel
I
kind of
saw
like
like
came at him
less
like
than
Larry
5
Merchant a little
minutes,
bit.
and I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, it's better than the Devin Haney fight.
Oh,
Did you hear
absolutely.
Kriegel come at him like last time we talked you were a newlywed? Now you're not.
How do you
I was
know?
like,
And he
God
couldn't even
damn.
admit
Yeah.
that he was broken up with his girl. That was bad. He
Yeah,
couldn't
the
admit it.
interviewer low key kill shot at his ass when he said that, dude. Whoever
That's
I
what I'm
know,
saying.
he
yeah.
did.
Merchant.
It was a
He
kill
came out
shot.
like Larry Merchant on him.
But
Yeah.
how can you not
Cracked him.
admit, like, you guys were married and you can't? That's embarrassing.
And the
No,
bad thing
he-
is,
I didn't
right?
even listen to
They're
the
being
answer.
pro Tio, and they showed that. How much worse is the full interview? Like,
And
is this
hey,
dude-
you should have
did he
seen
cry?
Oh yeah, you should have seen his girl. Even when he knocked out Comey, like she was so upset. Like I remember her in the ring, the look of disgust on her face. It's almost like she was upset that Lopez won. Like you could tell she hated boxing. Like I don't know, she's retarded. So is Lopez.
Jay in the chat, he says, "How ridiculous did Teo Senior look in that gold outfit? He looked like a stick of lipstick." Yeah, it's true. He looks ridiculous, man.
Their
Very
whole getup
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Tio, he came out in his grandmother's bathrobes. Did you see his fucking like gown?
Yeah,
Right?
it looked
Like,
like
yeah,
a
it
wizard.
was a terrible color, like for both of them. I don't know what they were thinking.
All right, let's talk about the fight, guys. Let's talk in the future. Yeah. Who else? Pete, tell us what you thought about the fight. Uncle Pete just left to the fucking shitter. Who was with MMA? MMA, are you there?
Ugh.
Oh my god, no. Anyway, somebody else that hasn't spoken, please.
Yo, yo, yo.
All right,
Did you hear me?
What's the scale?
Pete, go ahead.
Okay, listen. He fought how he was going to have to fight if he does stay at 140. I just don't think he's going to stay at 140. I think he knows it. I think he's just being lazy. He weighed in at 138.8. He's walking around at 143, so he says. He's
No
just
way.
yeah, dude. If he wants pay-per-view, he wants pay-per-view fights. If he wants big fights, they're with Devin Haney and Lomachenko. That's all there is to it. So that's why, I mean, you think he's got 260 days off? You don't think he'd come in any heavier, put on any more muscle? He's tiny for 140. So anyway, tonight they matched him up with a guy with no power. He's got 39 wins. He's got 23 KOs. So the guy's got no power. He's durable, and he comes straight forward. And yeah, Teofimo, you know, he likes to keep his feet spread wide apart, and then when he wants to move, he has to tuck them in, and that transition's very awkward for him. So it's about what I expected, but I don't know. You could just see that he's not.
What do you mean
He
he's
hadn't
too
learned a
small
damn.
for 130? You think he's too small for 140? I mean, I think that's his weight, to be honest, because he looks like a thick 135 pounder.
Yeah,
He's not moving down to 135. He's not going.
I think he
Yeah.
played Haney at 135.
Well, no one cares about Haney though. So
I know, no one
Who
cares,
keeps
but
mentioning Haney? Who keeps mentioning Haney?
Mic check. Am I on the panel?
MMA champ does.
Yeah, Slugger, boost your volume, man.
I was just checking. I'll put it down.
What's up, Slugger?
He's on speaker.
Number
some
one
shit.
pound for pound and lightweight.
It's Black Chili. Oh, of course, he's gonna be mentioning. Well, who?
Lomachenko's pound for
Devin
pound number one in
Haney.
boxing.
Shakur and Tank Davis.
Long time no see, Chippy. What's
Yeah. He was hiding.
yeah? Where you been
I
up
was
to?
Nah, I just had made a big move, so I'm not in Florida right now. So that's why I haven't really had time to
You're on the run.
no. Just I just haven't had time, but since I got a week off of work, I had to come back and talk with you guys, et cetera, et
Chibi,
cetera.
did
But
you
yeah,
say you moved
All
out
right,
to
Chibi, give us
Florida?
your thoughts.
my thoughts on that fight, like I honestly wanted, I was praying for
Hey, you gotta hear me?
Teofimo's downfall because Teofimo's a pussy, but he did a good job. I mean, it's nothing I can really say. I mean, I just don't the people he's fighting. Like I mean, I honestly didn't know of this person. So because I don't really pay too much attention to the 140 division anymore. But other than that, yeah, he showed speed, showed agility. Seemed like he wasn't rusted out. He did a way better performance than Cambosis. I mean, when he fought Cambosis, so it's not really like I thought that he was gonna pull that same stunt he did when he fought Cambosis and just try to go in there and just knock him out. But now he played a good game, and nothing I can say about it. I seen him winning all the rounds, and I was low key dying inside.
Oh, come on. In the chat, Anthony Lopez, thank you for your contribution. He says Teofimo Lopez has better footwork and technique than Ryan Garcia.
But
Yeah,
they
technique.
might
I
even.
mean, footwork. He looks more athletic, I would say. Whatever that fucking means. He moves around a little bit like more. Yeah.
He can at
Ooh,
times
athletic,
have
man.
better footwork. Like the weird thing about Tio, right? Like if you look at this fight, he would have like great footwork at times, but then he'll be like on the ropes and just getting like pieced up. That
He
was
can't
like
do
really
that
the
with
only
TF.
success from the other dude, his opponent, whatever his name
You got
is.
to remember, like he was fighting a beat. No, like I said, I don't know of this fighter, but he was. It seemed like he wasn't fighting a top tier fighter.
No.
Like, would he be able
That's his
to?
name.
Would he
Listen,
be able
all
to
you
do
gotta
that
do
to
is
Devin Haney, or even would he even? He might can. Yeah, I see Teofimo beating Josh Taylor, but it wouldn't be as easy as this fight was for him.
What do you mean? Like,
I'll say this much.
I don't know about
When
him
it comes
beating
to
Josh Taylor,
Haney's too
man.
pillow fisted, in my opinion, for Teofimo to care. But the person that he cannot do that against is someone like Zepeda or this guy's face, Subriel Matias. Those are the guys that
That's
he
a
can't
great
like
fight.
any ropes against.
guys, the champion is Josh Taylor at 140, right? So, like,
Yeah.
I
But I don't
understand
think
that
there's gonna be any longer.
he's gonna move up. Okay.
Yeah, Taylor
Well,
might
if
move
he's,
up.
And his last performance was shit, though.
that's true. But I mean, that's not his level. Like that was a one-off, man.
We'll see in the
Well, we
rematch.
saw him. We saw him against Postol. How he fought. We saw him against Ramirez. Obviously, I mean, this guy's a top pound for pounder. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
Black
is.
Chivis is pretty convinced that Teofimo Lopez just beats Taylor. I don't get it.
Yeah, I think
Because like
Taylor knocks him
his
out.
Bro, no, it's the thing. The reason why I think Teofimo beat Taylor, bro, because like Josh Taylor been like, his last two fights were not really up to par. Like maybe he should go up to another weight class because he wasn't the Josh Taylor that everybody was like, okay, this guy's the move. I mean, didn't he get cheat? Didn't they cheat for him the last fight? Because I swear I thought he lost that fight.
You got a hometown decision.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you think he can do the same thing to freaking Teofimo? I don't think so. And then I mean, it'll be a good fight, but like that's not nothing I would like really, like because 140 ain't really jumping like that anyway. So he jumped to a weight class where he did he jumped to a weight class where like you feel me, it's possible that he can make it happen. What he should have did was stayed at 135, and
I think
prove
Devin
like
Haney's going to have to go up to 140, to be honest, in a couple of years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, Haney's a middleweight at fight night, so his time at lightweight's limited unless he wants to get chinned.
For sure. I agree.
Well,
Yeah,
before
probably.
Haney even go, but see, Haney still have to clean up the division. So before Haney even goes, so he still have to fight Javante, and he got to fight. Well,
That
he
tank
don't got to
fight's
fight
not
Ryan.
happening. I'm
That fight will
sorry.
never
Yeah,
happen.
that's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
Why you think that?
Because Heyman doesn't set up fights like that, black on black fighters, very often.
Yeah, he only wants black and
What?
Hispanic fighters.
No, he doesn't. Be his money makers, his black money maker fighters. He don't match them up. The only reason he'd do that
What?
fight is if Haney was signed under Heyman. Heyman would only do that fight if he controlled both fighters. Haney would have to be with Heyman, and first of all, that fight would never happen, bro.
No, see, the only reason why I would think that fight wouldn't happen is on some like because Javante Tank Davis is their number one star, and I think the Javante Tank Davis is not pushing that fight, like because Javante Tank Davis is a paper champion too. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm losing respect for Davis because after the that goofball fight he had. Like now, I want to see him step up. He got like that's the thing about this division. Like the only person, and that's why I'm so shocked at how y'all feel about Haney because Haney's trying to fight everybody, and Javante Tank Davis only
It's the
fighting
way
like.
he fights. It's the way he fights, bro.
So does
Wait, you're
Noma.
losing respect just now?
Well, no, with Javante Tank Davis, like I felt good when he had fought damn I forgot his name. The same guy who fought Keith Thurman. Damn, what's his name? Shit.
Oh, Barrio.
Mario.
Mario.
But yeah. I feel like he stepped up for a second, you know. But then, like his last fight, it was a good fight. It was fun. It was like a nice little, entertainment show. But could we really call that a challenge? Like Javante Tank Davis is taking a route that I can't respect. Like he gotta, like I've not even seen Javante Tank Davis even fight a black fighter. Like I don't even know who he fought that was black. The blackest fighter I ever seen him fight was
Well,
Garbosa.
Brother
That's
Romero,
Al
what is
Heyman for you, though. That's Al Heyman and PBC.
Exactly.
what's Brother
That's
Romero? Is he black?
I don't
Listen,
know. I'm pretty sure he's Spanish.
Um,
He's black enough.
Yeah, but
He's
listen,
black enough
I'm
for you.
gonna
listen,
I'm gonna give you a little.
His name is Romero.
Crippled
He's
King.
not
You want me
black.
to tell you something? No, because Chichi, you want to say
Listen.
something? You know why Jack
Man.
Johnson had so much fun talking about Tank Davis? You know why Jack Johnson had so much fun? Because he beat up on white boys. That's exactly what he did. He just beat up on white boys. And it's fun.
Black.
Well,
I
and-
hate to want to burst your bubble, but Floyd said he's only going to fight guys on PBC and Mayweather Promotions. Name me a top lightweight. Anyone from the top of 130 to 140 that's in the PBC.
Nobody.
I'm sorry, but that's the reality.
Oh,
Fuck PBC.
No, hold on. You can't say fuck PBC, man. PBC is the best one, so just
What?
relax.
Fuck PBC.
Yeah.
PBC is trash.
Oh, come on.
PBC needs to be shut down. It's trash.
PBC will be out of the boxing business in 2024. Guaranteed.
You know what PBC stands for?
I disagree
That's
with
what it
all
stands
that,
for.
bro. PBC. Every time when I watch a PBC fight, I am like literally at the edge of my seat, like whoa, because I don't know what's gonna happen. But with this fight, I knew, like, bro, with this fight, I kind of low key knew what was gonna happen.
Bro, you're hella stupid.
Yeah, you were.
so-
When you were watching Benavides against David Lemieux, you were like on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
David Lemieux just retired today. He just retired today. Lemieux.
Garcia versus Benavidez, edge of your
Lemieux
seat,
just
bro.
retired.
No, Benavidez.
Whoa, bro, come on, bro. First off, that's a low blow, okay? And then David Benavidez is in a delicate conundrum where nobody wants to even fight the guy. So, like,
That's actually
Like-
bad.
you feel me? So it's like, bro, like it's even hard for him to even get a fight. So it's not. So of course I wasn't on the edge of my seat, but I was on the edge of my seat with the last fight he fought when he fought that one black guy that nobody didn't know, because it was a good fight. It was like, yo, homeboy trying. He's doing it.
Oh, no, Chichi, I gotta tell you, my top 5 154 pound fights of all time is Danny Garcia versus Benavidez. I mean, that's a fucking masterpiece. I love that fight. From round one to
that's
round
so.
12.
That is so
Oh,
horrible.
it's true, man. That's another
You
terrible
said
fight.
Danny Garcia versus David Benavidez. That what you just said?
No,
That was a
versus
PBC
Jose,
masterpiece.
versus
That was
Jose
a PBC
Benavidez
classic.
Jr.
Oh, Jose.
Benavidez,
Oh, that shit was so fucking ass. Oh my god.
Another PBC event,
Oh,
Chibi.
that
That
fight
was
is legendary. That
That's
fight's
going in the
legendary.
PBC Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame of fights.
yeah,
Man,
we
bro.
did,
All right, look. Okay.
That's in the
For
Worldwide Fight
PBC,
Hall of Fame.
for
That's a dope fight.
okay, for PBC's defense, though, that was just a warm up fight for Danny Garcia to get ready to fight the Tommy.
Thanks for wasting our time,
Tony
PBC.
Harrison, you mean?
Bro, how many times, bro? So you telling me? All right, so you telling me? So you telling me Top Rank don't waste our time?
No, they usually don't. Like today, that was good matchmaking. Kempa was not he was in the fight the whole time. Like it was a good fight. He wasn't winning, but he was in the fight. That's good matchmaking. PBC doesn't put on shows like this. They don't.
And nobody worship is fucking Top Rank. Like the only weird people worship a promotional company. That's weird.
Exactly.
It's strange.
Top Rank is okay, I guess. They're better than PBC though.
Yep.
They are.
That's a
I have
fact.
to
No.
say
They are better than
Uh-uh.
PBC.
Yeah.
Tonight
that's a
Okay,
fact.
one thing I will say with Top Rank got some good people that's starting off, like Keyshawn Hayes, Shakur Stevenson. Like they do have
But
that.
why didn't they
I'm
go to
like,
PBC then? Why didn't they go to PBC if PBC's
bro?
that great?
Because PBC is where the monsters
money.
at, bro. Like, bro,
No,
we
yeah,
don't know who's gonna win or lose.
Well, we know why you like
Bro,
this.
all right, so
Are.
It's where
PBC
careers
got
get
all.
stalled
suckers
out.
are.
It's where careers get stalled out. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Bro,
And fights don't get made.
But PBC got all the but bro, basically got welterweight on lock though right now.
Who gives a
And
shit? They don't make the
No,
fight.
they have it on
They can't even
hostage.
make the fights.
They got it
can't
hostage.
even
That's
make
what they
the
do.
one fight.
And 160,
Hey, in the
don't
chat,
forget
in the
160.
hold on, Anthony Lopez, thank you for your contribution. He says Chibi sounds like a PBC spokesperson. Very sketch.
But they don't even get paid though.
Yeah,
That's
does
the weird part.
PBC pay you, TB? Don't lie.
Not
Bro,
even.
I just personally like PBC, bro. I love PBC. Every time I see a PBC, well, every time I see a PBC fight, it's just always good. Even the
Well,
undercards
you like
be
their
good.
4 shows a year? You like their 4 shows a year, bro?
Hey, what's the
seriously?
schedule for the rest of the year? What's their schedule?
Yeah. What's their schedule?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention too much lately, but
Come
like,
on, I'll tell you their schedule. And on September 13th, they got a Keith Thurman versus some cab driver. Come on.
And then they got Wilder versus cab driver on pay-per-view. Don't worry about that.
Calenius.
Wilder coming. Wow, damn, it's been a minute. Wilder coming back for real?
Yeah, he's fighting a cab driver.
He stopped twerking.
All right, bro. Don't disrespect. But come on, leave Wilder alone, bro.
Nobody said he stopped doing that. That's not true. He's still
He's
doing
still
it.
doing it? Oh my god. Never mind
Dude,
then.
Wilder brought it on himself, bro. Look at all the shit he said. We're allowed to say whatever we want about Wilder.
Well,
bro.
I'm just saying, just leave Wilder alone, bro. Listen, man, he gave us the
Look
best.
what he said.
He gave us one of the best trilogies. Okay,
I don't give a
It's like-
shit, and then he lied to your face
I was
for
about
like
to say,
2
I
years.
don't want to taint this show with Wilder talk. Let's go back to Teofimo Lopez. Did anybody expect more from Teofimo Lopez?
No.
No, it was great. It was a great showing.
All right.
Oh,
I expect him to knock him out quicker. That's what I expect.
Yes, exactly. I'm with Rex, man. Go ahead, Slugger.
Well, not really, because I like the patience that he showed. I mentioned that the dude got dropped 30 seconds into sparring with Janelson Figueroa twice against El Rayo Valenzuela,
Hey, the Rayo one,
30 seconds in.
I would question. The Rayo one, I would question, unless you have it on videotape. I don't believe a word out of that gym, bro.
Mexican lightning.
I believe him. But you can't say that so many times and expect it to not be true.
Unless you got it on
Okay,
video.
just hold on. Let me just finish my statement. Can I finish my statement?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
What's up,
so he
Gonzalo?
got dropped. Hey, what's up, Rex? He got dropped twice against, in my opinion, it's true. He got dropped twice, 30 seconds into sparring against Rayo Valenzuela, once against Danielson Figueroa in his pro debut in the first round, and against Cambosos in the first round. So when he starts off fucking guns blazing, he gets fucking dropped because he's very emotional. So it takes him a little time to settle down and fucking get his emotions together. And now he exercised that little bit of a patience. Obviously, it wasn't against like a fucking fast dude to where he can do that. Were there spots where he looked like he let his emotions get a little bit the best of him? Because all the clowning around ain't looking good against a guy that fights at that pace. Against a guy that brings it more, maybe, man, he needs to like continue being more patient like he did today, but step it up and not fucking play around because he showed wrinkles of like immatureness. So yeah, I think he did all right given the opponent.
So the big question is about Teofimo is could he do that to Devin Haney or could he do that to Shakur Stevenson if Shakur Stevenson moved up weight?
Why not? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see the fight. I don't know if he could do it, but I'd like to see it.
I know there's a lot of clinching.
Shakur's
That's
at
for sure.
130, man.
Yeah, he's way down there.
Oh,
That's 10 pound difference.
Come on.
But it's just we just speaking hypotheticals here. I'm just saying like I don't see him doing that. I don't even see him doing that to Gervonta Tank Davis either. I don't see him outdoing Gervonta Tank Davis either.
I see that happening.
I see it.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Davis is way more output than Davis.
Davis was getting outboxed by a retard.
No, the Mexican midget there. What's his name?
Isaac Cruz.
You know, I'm noticing a similar line.
The Olmec
guys, they're saying, "Oh, look at Virgil, look at Teo." It's like they're always trying to find these kind of holes. Why is that?
Because they're black.
Yeah, and they're racist.
Black Chibi doesn't even acknowledge.
I'm noticing that more and more. Oh, Virgil's slow-footed, and he's slow, and Teo, I mean, where's all this coming from?
I just want Virgil Ortiz. I just want Virgil Ortiz to step, just step up. I want him to fight Jaron Boots, bro. That's all. I just feel like he fighting nobodies.
Well, Jaron Boots has never fought a welterweight. That's the problem.
Yeah, he fought. Lipinets is a 140 pounder, just trying to get money at 147.
At least Virgil's fighting guys his size.
Yeah, Kavalauskas is a good fight, bro.
Hey, listen, no, he's not just quick, I noticed that Suleiman from the WBC was there. Why was he even there? Like this was a 10-round fight. This guy was he even ranked somewhere or Campa or where was he ranked? Why is the WBC there? Like they're already planning something.
I don't know.
Maybe him and Bob Arum were
number 11. I think Kempa was ranked 11th in the rankings.
Okay.
But I agree. What I was gonna say is I agree with what y'all said about Boots too. Like I want him to step up too, and that's why I think the best fight to make happen is Virgil Ortiz versus Jaron Boots. That would be a epic fight.
I agree.
That's not happening.
It's not gonna happen.
Not realistic.
I have a question.
I like the way
Boots is gonna get the
they'll probably move the fight for 5 years.
Hold up. I got a question. Do you guys think Boots is going to get the Spence treatment where he's actually going to get good fights when he becomes champion? Or do you think he's going to get the Tank treatment where, it is the way it is currently?
I think once he signs with them, I think he's like an affiliate or something. Once he signs with them. Oh. Well, when Spence moves up, he'll get the big fights.
I want to read a super chat from Anthony Lopez. He says, Chibi, are you LDBC? Come on, bro.
Nah, man, I still don't even know what that shit even mean.
They're basically a black supremacist cult.
That's a lie.
I mean, no, I'm not, bro.
Chibi,
Like
you could join my group if you want. It's the UGBC, Underground Boxing Community. All right? You got all kinds of BCs out there. You got the YTBC, the LDBC, the MXBC. Exactly, that one too. But the best one is the UGBC, Underground Boxing.
No, it's not. It's not even. It's not even a thing. But my whole thoughts on this, and I know this question has been asked to me before. Like how I feel about on black fighters, Mexican fighters, and all this and that. Of course, I think black fighters are more dominant than all the fighters. Not trying to be racist, just facts. But
let me ask you
I'm
something.
not LDBC
Is it
though.
because they're more
Before you
athletic? Is that why?
wait, let me ask you something.
No,
Then.
I'm just looking at
Let me
the
ask you something.
stats
Then.
of. Go
You
ahead.
said
Is
the
it because
best,
they have
right?
more rhythm?
Okay. Then out of the 17 weight classes, how many you think are dominated by your preference?
Welterweight.
There's
Junior
17 weight
welterweight.
classes. So if you're the best, how many divisions do you dominate?
Well, like I said,
Well, what? No. There's 17
Whoa, whoa,
divisions.
whoa!
You
If you
should
gonna
at
let me,
least
if
have
you gonna let me
9.
talk or
You should
not,
be
bro,
ahead of
like,
9
bro,
divisions, though, right?
bro, listen. If you could go by the facts from back in the days to now, bro, black fighters always
I'm asking
been
you
the
right
best
now.
fighters.
No, just
That's
just
fine,
give him a
man.
number, bro. Just a
It's
number.
because they're
Bro,
more
I'm trying to say,
athletic.
bro, like,
They're more
listen,
athletic and they got more rhythm. That's why.
It's 3.
How
It's
many?
3.
How many?
Out of 17 weight classes,
I'll tell you
it's 3.
something. In Chiba's defense, in the 1984 Olympics, all the gold medalists were African American, except for 2 other divisions. So Chiba's correct. The African American fighter.
Yeah, but that
better than
84.
any fuck-
Yeah. Well, you're
No,
talking about
don't tell me
84.
about the
Yeah,
Cubans
man. Quit
boycotting.
cooking.
Don't tell me that.
Stop,
Don't tell me
Captain
Cuba.
Slugger.
Don't tell me Cuba boycotted the Olympics.
We're
Yo,
talking
Alright,
about
we're not
right
going
now.
back to
back in
1984 here.
Quit cooking.
Christ.
Oops
Quit
with them.
We're
There's
not going back to
17 divisions.
1984. Jesus
There's
Christ.
17 divisions in boxing. Okay?
We're talking professionals, not a sprint.
There's
This is not
17
a 100.
divisions.
Plus, in modern day
Yeah.
fucking Olympics, when's the last time America's even won like gold? Like what was it? Ward?
2004.
Yeah, it's Ward, Andre Ward.
Yeah. So
Andre
where's his
Ward,
dominance
no?
at? Where's his
But
dominance
he's
at?
actually on the panel with us.
What you mean? Where's his
On the
dominance
panel.
at? You see it every day, bro. Like most of the champions that we even follow are the black fighters, bro. Like I
No,
don't
there's only
understand
3.
why.
Follow who
There's
you
only 3.
follow.
Well, that's
Who
because
says
they're
I follow
shoving them
nine?
down.
Pound for
They like to
pound,
shove them down
all
our
the white
throats.
boys.
I
I don't
understand.
know what
It's
you're
because
seeing.
they're built different, man. That's why.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
you're
no,
right.
because you cannot say because you can't say because they're built different, bro. Because look,
They're
we
built
got
different,
champions
man.
bro. Listen, what I'm trying to say is we got
What
champions
happened at
that.
heavyweight? What's going on at heavyweight then? Who's the top at heavyweight?
Bro, what you mean? What's
Glamour
going on in
division.
heavyweight, bro? Freaking, bro, we got Tyson Fury
Others
number
still the
1.
king.
He's from
He's
Europe,
retired now.
and he's white.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, and I'm not taking nothing from him. In this era, Tyson Fury holds that crown. I'm not taking that away from him at all.
And don't forget Usyk too.
What are we talking about here, guys? Come on.
Bro, like
They're the ones who
it's
brought
like
up.
a tit for
Wait,
tat.
wait,
Like,
wait,
you're
wait.
Following
They're the ones who brought up
Chiba
this whole fucking racial
Yeah.
dominance in the sport.
Yeah,
So if
Yeah.
let
anyone
him
is
believe it.
uncalled
Let
for,
him
it's
believe
them.
it, so he can sleep at night. Let him believe it.
Oh,
But look, no, but I agree with Chiba because I had a debate with this one guy the other day. He's talking about Canelo's pound for pound, and I said, look, man, listen, any day of the week, Adrian Broner would beat the dog shit out of Canelo. I was like,
God.
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. I was like, fucking Broner beat the shit out of Pacquiao, and he'll beat the shit out of fucking Canelo, right?
For the hood.
Listen, Chiba, these guys don't know shit about boxing, all right, bro? I'm telling you.
All right, Slugger Sam, stop encouraging this guy, all right?
Sorry, Bucho.
All right.
Stop being a wigger,
it's
Slugger
not
Sam.
me, bro. I was just, bro. Y'all asked me a question, I just answered. Only thing, bro. But at the end of the day, though, man, right now the number one pound. The number one pound for pound in heavyweight is Tyson Fury. He's not human, man. He's the best right now. I can't take.
Well, he just retired, so he just retired, and they apparently they took away his
Tyson
ring
Fury is the
magazine.
opposite of pound for pound, but
Usyk is pound for pound.
Exactly.
I'm but this guy's a clown.
He's
By the
pound
way,
for pound number one.
For 8-ball.
And guess what? He's white. They're from Europe.
He's
so what's up with that?
I give it to Usyk, man. And when that rematch come back again, I'm praying that Usyk wins that fight. I like Usyk.
Right. Anyways, I don't even believe you, Paul.
Really?
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for your contribution, man. All right. Who else do we have here? Who do we have in the chat, man?
Oh, that's messed up, man. That's messed up.
Get him, Bucho.
Who else do we have in here? Who hasn't spoken? I think Virtuoso's trying to say something. We can't hear you.
Has biracial racist said anything? Salute to the almighty LDBC. Has he spoken yet?
No.
The chubby guy with the girl.
Who's that?
Biracial racist.
Oh yeah, I
He's
remember
probably
him.
Dominican, Anderson. That's why he's probably Dominican.
Yeah. He says I have COVID. I can't talk. So why are
This-
you here?
This motherfucker. I have COVID.
Listening.
He has
I saw
monkeypox.
Logical Man on here. Did he leave?
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, he left.
That sucks, man. We actually had a debate. It's recorded. Waiting on him to upload it. It was.
He wants to debate everyone.
I don't know, because at first I started the debate, and then he said, I thought you were a racist Mexican, basically. And I was like, no,
Oh my god.
I'm not.
What?
Yeah,
Are
and
you
he
a
said
Mexican, Anderson?
No, I said, but
Oh,
he
you're
said
Brazilian,
that
I forgot.
Exactly. Thank you, Rex. Rex is such an intelligent person, man.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Thank you.
you know, while we're speaking of that,
It says BR on your name there.
Exactly.
Don't just speaking of that, I just want to just like bring this out here. Y'all don't feel like Fundora's a weight bully, bro? Like the dude about 6'7", bro.
He's not a weight bully. He's a
Wait.
There's a difference.
Wait.
There's a difference.
Chibi, can we break this down real quick? Is 6'5" a fucking weight?
Exactly.
Bro, look
That's
how
not weight.
tall
That's a
this dude.
size.
But look
That's a
look how
size.
Okay, but you didn't say how tall he is. You said he's a weight bully, and then you said he's 6'5". That's
all
like
right, my
me
bad.
saying-
I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry. That was my
Like
mistake.
Chibi, he's drained. Look at it that way.
Exactly, yeah. He's skinny.
That's like, yeah,
and
that's
he's
like,
scrawny.
That's like
Like,
saying
y'all don't think that he should move up?
right?
Y'all don't think he should move up to like 168 or something?
No, I think he should fight Charlo.
168. He's a stick figure. He's a stick figure.
Yeah, Mexican Gumby.
Yeah, like he's more built like picture this. He's more built like Dalsim than Zangief.
Chibi,
Look at him.
can I ask you something? Is a
Slender
giraffe
man.
or an elephant bigger?
Elephant's bigger. A giraffe is taller.
That's
right?
for Chibi. No offense, Chibi.
Yeah.
What's
Well, he
bigger?
ain't fucking answer it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just saying, man. I just feel like he should move up
Because
to class, man.
he's seeing the error of his ways and saying, "Look at this weight bully. He's 6'5". He's saying he's
Bro, the
finally
dude is
coming to
too big,
revelation.
bro. He too, bro. Look how tall he is, bro. Fighting the little people, bro.
You
Like
didn't
he
say
needs to
that
move up.
though. You brought up his weight, not his size.
I'm sorry. That was my mistake. I deeply
Eric Silva
apologize.
still
I'm
knocked
taking
him
that
down.
back.
Where was the weight, bully issue then?
I just think he's too tall for that weight class.
He's fine, man. Like it's a challenge, bro. It's fucking her business.
What's your opinion on Okoli?
He's a bum.
It's Chibi as well. Do you even know who Okoli is? Is he just a Euro bum to you?
I don't
How
know
much
who
do
that
you know
is.
about boxing?
He's an American.
Anderson, he's boring as hell.
Yeah,
I know a lot. Yeah, I love boxing, man. That's my number one favorite sport of all time. But you know, if I, yeah, I don't know him, so.
Yeah, you don't know.
Y'all boys, y'all boys wild
Stop
enough.
giving Chibi all this attention, guys. Ignore
I'm sorry,
Chibi.
Chibi. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I mean, is the dude a monster? Yeah, he's a fucking monster. But I mean, he makes the weight, no?
Hey, Gonzalo.
Yeah.
Hey, Gonzalo.
Is it Bucho that's running the show tonight? Who's running the show?
Yeah.
Bucho. I had a question over the panel. Obviously, I noticed a lot of uptick in boxing tonight with Teofimo more than Virgil. It was a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube tonight. Did you notice the more heads?
He seems to be pretty popular, right? Because I see a lot of people shaking his hands. I didn't see him like taking a lot of pictures, but a lot of people want to say hello to him. So I mean, he doesn't rub people the wrong way, like they hate him. He's got that side to his personality where he says shit, but it's easily forgiven. They see the nice guy in him as well.
Well, no, I'm saying as far as the YTBC, there was a lot more streams on tonight, a lot more people active on Twitter for Teofimo.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that.
Yes,
I agree with that.
Yes. Of course, he's hip hop type of stuff, you know.
Yeah, East Coast.
He got a lot of clout once he beat Loma, and it just
I
carried
there
over.
was a little bit of rumbling, but not as much as tonight.
Because he's big dances, that's why.
Yeah,
also
Virgil's
because he's
not
no
as
longer
big.
at one. Also because Teofimo is no longer at 135, so he's not a threat to their fighters like
Debbie
Tank
Haney?
Davis or So now he's at 140. They accept him as like, oh well, he's still the guy who beat Lomachenko. So they love
Did
the
he
guy.
though?
And when it comes to Virgil Ortiz, he's a threat to Spence and Crawford and Boots.
That's true.
So like
They
they
hate
start
on him.
shitting on the guy. They hate.
He's
No, yeah.
crap. He's got no defense, and it's just
I literally
motivated to
seen.
win.
I saw him
I
going
hate.
into this fight. I saw him going into this fight a little vulnerable. Like this could be the end of Teofimo, like a Panchito Bojado or the Jeff Lacey, a fucking
Yeah, we
dude that
talked about it.
is he real or not? No,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, he proved he's
Mhm.
all right.
But Gonzalo, what about Campa though? Like, didn't he look like predictable? Too predictable? Very slow.
Slow
Like,
as hell.
I was.
He started doing okay, but he just fell apart all of a sudden. Because I thought the slow would be kind of like Joy Joyce, you know, or like you start off slow, but then you start connecting, and it's like the offset of the landing with timing instead of speed. You start breaking your opponent down, you know. But eventually, like all of a sudden, Teofimo just strung together his punches, and that was pretty impressive. That he threw that I don't know, like a swivel punch and coupled it with like with the right hand. He put 3 punches together on the fly. That was pretty impressive. I mean, the power carried, the jab looked good, and the leg movement. The thing that in spots he's fucking getting too much on the back foot and clowning around against a guy that could up the tempo just a little bit more. Them fucking silly faces are gonna be looking a lot of more silly.
I mean,
No,
you wouldn't do that against
granted, no,
Pineda, would you?
he just couldn't catch him the whole night. He couldn't. It just.
Exactly. He was in complete control, so he starts clowning. Obviously, when he felt super comfortable, he started doing that shit. But you know what?
Sometimes he got caught. He got caught in the fucking clowning around. Looked like he was feeling a little crunchy. You know, like it hurt.
It was disrespectful. He was disrespecting the dude.
You know what I was hoping for?
Disrespecting him.
I was hoping for Campa to be like a Montiel, that Montiel who fought Jermall Charlo.
Oh yeah, the
guy who was
vendor. I remember
really
that.
letting his hands go, or just letting his hands go like a fucking maniac.
It just shows you how
he was a bit of a pressure fighter, but like you have to understand, it's like when you throw that much and you don't land, I mean, you're kind of just asking for trouble because Teofimo is still a good, counter puncher, man. He did all right with that.
And he was landing a lot, obviously.
Yeah. In all honesty, too, if Teofimo would have went into that fight like how he like tonight against Kambosos, I think Teofimo would have won.
I still see some of them habits though. Like I seen him like throwing them flying left hooks that kind of like takes him off balance, but like it swings his back around and he's like facing his back to his opponent.
He's jumping up in the air, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he didn't respect the guy.
Yeah, because like he wasn't really that much of a threat. I mean, yeah, he's got good pressure, but he's not landing efficiently.
Yeah. Well, it was similar to what Virgil did last week. People say, "Oh, he just didn't have respect for McKinson. He had little to no respect. The only respect McKinson earned was headbutting him."
It was more of a thing that when I seen that fight, cause with Virgil Ortiz, I think Virgil Ortiz just started off slow. You feel me? So he respected him in the beginning, but then in the later rounds, that's when he went for the kill, which he did a good job against him. You know.
Right.
Yeah, even if Teofimo made mistakes, it was going to be hard for Campa to read the cadence of his footwork because he moves. Even he moves, makes mistakes. The other guy's not going to be able to catch him because he's like. Don't get me wrong, Campa had pretty decent legs. He did actually, but still.
Somebody in the chat saying that Campa was chinny and slow. I don't know chinny because he did take a lot of punches. Slow, absolutely, in my opinion. He looked extremely slow. And I know Lopez is fast. I know Lopez is this and that, of course. I know, but come on, you can't tell me Campa wasn't slow as fuck there.
Yeah, he was.
He was terrible.
No footwork.
Left hook, right hook, left hook, right hook, left. Oh yeah, if you start throwing those type of punches, you're gonna be like Muhammad Ali, just like when I don't know. There's this highlight when somebody's just throwing the left hook, right hook, left hook, right hook. Mm-hmm. Like at least like looking like the Matrix thing there. Come on.
Yeah, Campos is a good club fighter. That's what he is. He's a good club fighter.
Like kind of like a John Molina type.
Here's question: How old was Campa in this fight?
Yeah, still a co-fighter.
John Molina was a beast.
Yeah, he was. He was better than
Molina was fucking badass, dude.
Like how old is Campa?
Campa 29 or 30.
Oh
I
man,
think
yeah,
20
no.
or 30.
30.
Yeah, no
It's a
fucking
good
hit,
win
no
for.
waist movement, and no defense. He at least should have blocked, like put his gloves together, like better to like block the
Yeah.
He
punches and
blocked it
waist
with his
movement.
head.
I'll
No,
tell you
hands
what.
down, he was a whole punching bag out there, like, and there was
Well,
nothing he can
yeah.
really do. Like it's like he
Okay.
literally could not do nothing.
Yeah, against an elite guy. But I'll tell you what, Campus will beat a lot of prospects. You know, that maybe top ranked things that need a real test. That's who they're going to get, and he has a chance to beat or make a lot of prospects look bad.
Hey
need
guys,
that,
somebody in the chat,
bro.
Locker is in the chat. He says, "We told everybody. We told everybody." Did you guys hear that after the fight? Teofimo Lopez yelling like, "We told." Like, what do you
You
mean?
told
Like,
me what?
you told me what? Like, yeah. Look at the odds for the fight. Everybody told you that. Yeah, everybody said you were gonna
Minus
win. Like,
3,000, bro.
Yeah, and that's
Just
crazy
wanted
because
him
he
to.
says his son didn't get hit.
That is fucking
His son got
funny.
hit, man. He fucking got hit. His dad said, "Oh, he didn't get hit at all." Weird, no, that he would say that.
yeah, exactly. He got
I
hit.
just wanted
Funny, man.
him to lose, man. I just wanted him to lose. I just don't like him.
I don't like him either. Guys, what did we take from this fight? So he's at 140 now. This is a 140 test, the first test. What do you guys think? Well, what can we take away from this?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing has changed. He just fought somebody. He is basically the bum of the month. That's all it was. It was.
No.
We can't take nothing from that.
I don't
I
even like
think
Theo, but I don't. That's clearly not what happened. He's back to where he was mentally. Like he took some time. He
Oh, wow.
you know he was broken. He was buck broken by the fucking divorce, and now he's like he regained his manhood.
Yeah,
That's why he was hearing so much after beating this number 50 guy.
Yeah, like it was the way. Like in all reality, like he could have. I mean, listen. Like I said, he just was coming back in. So I can't really be like, okay, he's bum. Even if he did fight another bum, I wouldn't be mad because that's the second one.
Now, I'm gonna show you the hypocrisy. What this dude is saying is the same. He's gonna be what he's saying. He's gonna be the dude next week praising Broner. That's the type of dude this dude is.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Bro, that's my boy. I love Broner, bro. It ain't nothing wrong. Bro, Broner just be talking shit, bro, and he just like, bro.
Yeah,
one thing about Broner,
like, oh man,
listen,
Broner's ready. He's looking good,
bro. Look, no. One thing
nobody.
about Broner, bro, the difference between Broner and Teofimo is anybody can't get it. Broner don't duck nobody. He'll fight anybody. He doesn't care.
Who's his best win?
Bro, bro, regardless of the, but we can go ahead and say who's his best.
You know so much about him. Who's his best win?
Bro,
tell me.
Listen, man. Bro, listen, bro. You can say whatever you want to say about, bro. You can say whatever you want to say about Adrian Broner, but at the end of the day, bro, he'll fight anybody. Can you say the same thing for Teo?
Question. Chiba,
He won't fight Prograis.
His best
He'll get knocked out.
He don't really got. The moment he stepped up into the
Hey, you keep it up. His best win was Paulie Malinagi's side piece. All right, now let's.
Yeah. Adrian Broner's best win was Paulie Malignaggi, and he had the same career trek as Teofimo. Was supposed to be the best and got beat. But you guys will say, "Oh no, he's ready." Da 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 da. Oh, look how he looked, and he beat nobody. But you'll trash Teo for the same thing.
Oh, listen, I can go ahead and explain the difference between. But all right, see the difference between Teofimo and Adrian Broner is that Teofimo Adrian Broner didn't become a champion like Teofimo did, and with all that bullshit ducking and all that shit, but he should have been. The people who he should have fought. I think he should have fought Devin Haney. He should have fought Campos, but he wasn't even trying to do all that at first. You feel me? He was sitting there trying to milk them belts, bro. He was trying to hold on to them shits. Adrian Broner would have just said fuck it and fought. Like, so that's the difference. Like, that's why, and it's like you making it seem like I'm trying to down Teofimo. Of course I am. I hate him. I don't like him. I just don't like him because he's a dumb.
But you gotta make an assessment.
You're gonna assessment.
Oh, I like Broner though. I like Broner because he'll fight anybody. Do I think he's one of the best? No.
What you're praising Broner for? Make that make sense.
All right, so can you elaborate how I'm doing that though? Like, because even when he took them losses, when he fought Sean Porter, I was on Broner's side. I wanted Broner to win, but he came up short.
Remember when Mark was my dad on Broner? That was awesome.
That was a beautiful
some
thing.
people don't give
It
Broner
was
credit for
hilarious.
trying to come back, trying to make it a fight. But I just like if he had won that one, man, he could have fought Floyd the next year, man. Could have imagined. But instead, he wanted to know that big bro shit. Like he's like
Right, but I'm just showing
how.
how the way these guys trash Tio is the same way they're trying to praise Broner. It's the same career path.
You want to
Same
know why?
type of
Because fuck
mentality.
Tio. That's why first Tio was in, like, he's nuts, bro. He literally mentally in his head thought he won against Cambosa.
What about
He knew he
Broner?
didn't.
You can
When
say the same
Broner
thing
did
about
that, I
Broner.
talked the same way.
People
I said the same thing to
with
Broner. I was
underage
like, bro,
girls,
when he thought he
sex
beat,
with underage
when
girls.
Broner, listen,
I
when
know I
Broner
beat
thought
that
he
boy.
beat Pacquiao.
Let him
When
talk.
Broner thought he beat Pacquiao, I thought he was nuts. I was like, bro, this dude is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I said that shit. You feel me? Like, it ain't like, bro, I'm very like biased. I'm not gonna just praise Broner. You feel me? And he doing the same shit Tio did. Like I said, the difference between Tio and Broner, bro, Broner will fight anybody.
Hey, Chibi, Daniel McCarthy, thank you for your contribution. He has a question for you. He says, ask Chibi who would win, Teofimo Lopez or Adrian Broner? In their prime, obviously. Like, Broner in his prime, because he's finished now.
It'd be a goofball fight. Shit. I think it'll go out as a draw. No, matter of fact, I think I got Adrian Broner winning that. You know, Adrian Broner did knock down Sean Porter. You know,
all he has to do is let his hands go.
Yeah, that's what they always
like
say.
that's the only problem that Broner has. He don't let his hands go.
Come on,
if he let
That's so true, man. Can't shit, man.
Stop embarrassing yourself.
This is just how, bro. This is just my thoughts. You know, at the end, if I'm embarrassing myself or not, it is what it is. But that's all. That's how I feel. If he let his hands go a little bit more, stop trying to be like Floyd Mayweather.
Hands, apparently.
Bro, oh my god.
Let his hands go.
Yeah. He can be like a cherry if he just let his hands go.
You hate Tio for the same reason that you love
the shoulder roll. That's why.
Yeah, the best Broner took was the Maidana fight, and he lost that fight.
Bro, no. Let me ask homeboy who keep on saying that I'm that person. Why can't I just not like a fighter? Why can't I? Do I have to like Tio? Do I have to like?
You can. Nobody says you have to like him, but you have. When
just
you
like
make
I don't
your
have to like
assessment,
Ryan Garcia.
you
You know, even though I think he's talented,
consistent.
I don't like Ryan.
You have
and I don't
to
have to like
highest
Neil Charlo, Shakur
you don't have to have
Stevenson, or Deontay Wilder, or anybody.
Or how about I tell you? How about I tell you? Leave Tio alone, just like you say. Leave Wilder alone. Don't talk about
Gonzalo,
him.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Gonzalo.
I understand what y'all. All right, I understand what y'all saying, man. I feel what y'all saying. You know, I'm just a fan, man. I'm just a fan, and I'm not a fan of Tio. I just don't like him. Like, that's it.
I get that.
All right, okay. We don't care. Ed Perez, thank you for your contribution. He says the brothers don't like Lopez because he said Wilder was acting like a bitch. Is that true?
Oh yeah, that's right. No, the LDBC was complaining.
Yeah, that's partly the reason, but
it's because he said nigga too. They got so offended when he said that.
Did he say that?
Oh, because he was Jack John with fucking Haney. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. They were like, you can't see that. He's not black.
What do you mean? He has Africa tattooed on his back. Of course he's black, dude.
Well, honestly, when he said that, I honestly did not care. I did not care at all.
He's 100% a Zulu warrior.
And by the way, Chibi, you don't have to like a fighter, but you have to make an unbiased assessment of that fighter. You can't just say, "Oh, I think he loses because I don't like him." Like, well, come on.
Well, that's why I wanted him to lose tonight because I just don't like him. You know, I was rooting for you know, but like, and I gave him his props. I said, "Yo, he was fast, he was quick." I said this earlier. I like, you know, if Broner win or lose.
Yeah, but when you're breaking down a fighter and his skill level and all that shit, you can't just say, "Oh, he sucks" because I don't like him. But you have to admit that.
Bucho, the guy's making perfect sense.
Slugger Sam coming with the truth. Slugger Sam coming with some truth.
I have a question, Bucho. Have you heard from our number one China lover? Where's he been at?
I don't know.
It's his fighter.
Yeah, his cousin.
I asked him. I told him. I added him on Discord. I said your bat signal is here, dude. Tio's fighting. Where are you? And I got no response.
Does he love Tio or something? What?
Absolutely.
That's his cousin.
Yeah, dude. This is an official call out. Yeah, official call out for Lil Torta, Fighter Spirit. Hop on, man. We need some intelligence on the fucking panel. Hop
He
on.
actually goes by Shadowban now.
Somebody get him.
He's putting
He goes by Shadowban now.
Well,
Expose the China haters. Expose the China haters. Please.
The Freemasons are after him.
Yes, the Vril tried to take down Teofimo and clone him.
Japan is way better than China. Let's keep it real.
So, just a curious question. Now that I'm curious, how do y'all think it's going to play out when Adrian and Broner fight?
Broner losers.
Who cares?
He's
So he can retire.
Who's
fighting? Girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
That fight? He's not.
Man, that fight's gonna be trash. They're both washed up, slow. Oh, the PPC's trash.
Wait, isn't that a rematch?
No,
no.
Who did?
Was that you?
Oh, Granados.
He fought,
yeah, Granados.
Granados and the other guy. What's the other guy? The
bum.
Pacquiao, the Mexican dude. He's retired already. I forgot his name.
Jesse Vargas.
Jesse Vargas. Yeah, beat Saddam Ali.
Jesse Vargas. Oh, Jesse.
Yeah, he retired already.
Vargas won that fight.
Yo, yeah, I forgot he was running for office in Nevada.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
you're right. Yeah.
Listen, I just want to say this real quick. To the guy that just said that fight's going to be trash, Adrian Broner might have been 3-1 in his last fight. He'll be 7-0 against you.
Yo.
There's many fights that he lost. Like 3 fights ago, he lost against Prospect. Then way back in the day against Ponce de Leon. Man, there's a lot of close fights that Broner should have lost.
You know what?
He was a Leon fight for sure.
At 135 and then 140, but he decided to jump to 147 for that fucking Maledon.
He should have stayed up. He should have went to 140.
He should have retired.
He should have never. Yeah, like that. He tried to do a quick little bum hunt, and then Madonna did him dirty. That's exactly what happened.
He shouldn't have been like essayed by the fucking OnlyFans thoughts while he was asleep. If anybody knows,
maybe
he's an idiot. The dude's a big idiot.
No, he's
but maybe this break that Broner had is maybe what he needed. Maybe he'll come back and really be, finally let the man's go.
Impossible.
No. Broner is still pound for pound.
I've heard
honestly.
that shit. The amount of
Broner, yeah, he's pound for pound. He just needs to let his hands go.
Oh
yeah.
He just needs to be focused. That's what it is.
We heard that a million times throughout his career. Oh, this time
it doesn't matter. He's more athletic. He's got rhythm.
They'll carry the story. AB, he's got issues, but he's super talented. But Tio would have lost. He was just trash. It's like that's all I'm trying to figure out.
If Adrian Broner focused more on boxing and everything, and not want to be out in the club and partying this and that, he could have been one of the greats.
Listen, the real difference between Broner and Tio is that Broner's he's more athletic, so it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Mo.
He got them reflexes.
Yeah.
Mo.
He's fucking lucky to still be around and cash collecting millions. I mean, I guess the trolling about Billions' name did him well. I mean, he ain't stupid in that sense. He caught the public.
He is stupid.
Well, in that regard, he's made a lot of money just fucking trolling.
He's probably lost about $1 billion.
Yeah, but all that money's going to his baby mamas, from what I heard.
Yeah, what did that judge say? How much money do you have in the bank account? Like $5.
Yeah, but and I don't care about Broner. I don't care.
He lies about that shit. He's just lying.
But guys, I don't care to trash Broner. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's just when I hear these guys trying to trash Teo Lopez, I said, "What's the difference?" That's all. I don't care to trash the guy. More power to him. If he gets another Showtime fight, more power to him. I just want to know where their heads at.
He trashed Ellerby to his face, which is weird. I don't know why he did that.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I just thought about Tio. I just don't.
What he did to Ellerby was emasculating, was just pretty fucking epic.
It was a
career highlight.
Look at the size of his nose. And on top of that, Adrian Broner is like 10 times more funnier than Teofimo too.
But look.
What does that have to do with boxing?
But Chibi, Broner should have did what I did. Instead of taking a picture with all that money, he should have did what I did to avoid my baby mama coming after me. I took a picture of me in the alleyway and sitting with the bums. And then it looked like I was homeless. You get it?
I never thought that Adrian Broner was funny. He always looked like a salty dude, fucking cringe. He was never funny. All them jokes about Pacquiao, about Asian drivers, and just recently, maybe he's a little funny now that he's older. But before, with fucking Maidana, all that, he wasn't funny, man.
Nah, I knew he was going to lose to Maidana.
Yeah, Floyd. Is it me or did Floyd say that about Pacquiao that he eats cats and dogs? And then Broner hopped on that.
Yeah,
Floyd was just an idiot.
He just get away with it because
he can't be racist. He's black. By the way, Ed
exactly, Bucho.
Thank you for your contribution. He says Tank Davis is on his way to becoming the new Adrian Broner. Oh,
good. Good. So
y'all is going in tonight, bro. Like, I swear to God. Yo. You feel me? Like,
for everything.
I say Adrian Broner was more accomplished than Davis at this point.
That's pathetic.
He's not looking. Tank Davis is not here. He's not even grabbing any significant belts. He's got the Cracker Jack belt, the fucking baby belt.
Adrian Broner was a champion at 130, 135.
Yeah.
And
DeMarco was tough. I mean, they were tough Mexicans.
DeMarco.
Marcus Madonna's Argentinian, ain't he? He Argentinian.
Yes, and he lost.
Talking about wins.
Gavin Reese was weak.
He was. I mean, he's world class. I wouldn't say
he lost to Ponce de Leon, but they gave him.
Ponce was a beast.
He beat Paulie.
Their rating is.
They robbed him.
Their rating is like day all right. That's what their day all right. That's what their rating is. They're not really. I wouldn't say that they're world level.
Like Pedro Campos is a good club fighter, but he's not really world class. You know, that's like McKinson was world class. Like he was
all right. There you go.
So
McKinson, man, he surprised me. He's tough. McKinson, for a guy that can't, he must crack a little bit, man, because dude. I mean, yeah,
he's gonna be around for a while. Watch, you'll see McKinson will get some good wins on his, in his career.
And to be honest with you, if Adrian Broner don't knock out this no name guy, I wouldn't even be entertained.
Hey guys, I want to thank you.
Don't be surprised.
He was a champion.
Slower Sam says this is all the money I got for child support. Thank you for that.
Bro, but look, he got beat up by a little Danny. Not Danny. What was his? Damn, I can't even think of his name. But Mikey Garcia. He got beat up by little Mikey, bro. Like it's like, bro. It's like, come on.
Yes, Broner was overrated.
Yeah, fucking Mikey
was a hell of a fighter, though. Mikey was on pound for pound list. Mikey was no joke.
Yeah, man.
He's boring though.
Hey, you think Teal's gonna get back with this girl? His girl's gonna call him. Oh man, I see you won.
No.
Hey, what about the latest girlfriend? Did you guys see that? She showed up.
I didn't see her.
Fucking drug addict, bro. She's a drug addict.
I don't like her.
Snorting mounds of cocaine. Yeah, she's a basehead.
Whose girlfriend?
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh
yeah, fucking.
This whole town is a great pussy, just waiting to get fucked.
Oscar likes some filthy, man. To be honest, fake and filthy.
He likes some base heads, Scarface style.
Like if you were to describe her on a corn website, right? It would be like cum rag or something. Like that's.
You think she cooked and cleaned?
Definition would be
awesome, classic.
What does she make?
Like the bare minimum that's legally allowed.
She was on the Golf Channel for hella long. She must have sucked everyone up to get that position.
That's what she said.
Sure.
Yeah, but now she's got like she did something in her face. Once they do all that stuff, they don't look natural no more. And when they get
Plastic
older, it
surgery.
gets worse.
She looks hella
Botox.
crazy, bro. She looks crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
An alien.
She looks like a doll, literally.
She's scary looking, honestly. She looks scary as fuck.
Yeah, she was like kicking back in bed with fucking De La Hoya, and they did a video. They put it up like a fight hub or something when they were
Fucking
talking
awesome.
about. Yeah, man, she looked like fucking scary right there. Like, I know what you're saying.
She has the same
coke.
expression. She's gonna have the same expression for the rest of her life. Her face is gonna look like the same way. The
She looks
only
like a
one
robot.
expression.
She looked like a scary Sherry.
Now I'm a little curious about something. So let's say we're speaking hypothetically here. Oh, go ahead.
Let me just read a super chat quickly. Ed Perez, thank you for your contribution. He says Oscar may be a weirdo, but he always has hot chicks around him.
No, I don't think that bitch is hot.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't
not.
know about that. You might need to
she's a better
rethink
face,
your
bro.
life if you think she's bad. To be honest,
His ex was hotter.
Dude, her
His
face
wife,
is fucking
he's still
weird.
married to her.
So I'm curious though. So let's just speak hypotheticals. What if Devin Haney did move up weight class, and who do and if he fought Josh Taylor, how you guys think that would go?
I think Josh Taylor knocks him out.
Man.
I think Josh Taylor, man, looks. He's big, man. I mean, he's about to move to 147.
it'll be the first time when Haney is actually smaller than a person.
Yeah. The reason Haney's in 135 is to be a weight bully.
Yeah,
That's
you want to talk about Fundora as a weight bully? Wait. Aren't you a fan of Haney and you're calling Fundora a fucking weight bully and you're a fan?
Whoa.
Listen.
What are you saying? That's all facts.
He's not a. Well, listen. He looked bigger against. Yeah, he looks. Yeah.
He comes in at like 159, 160. He's a fucking middleweight. He's a middleweight.
He's huge. He was way bigger than Cambosa.
Hey, why are we talking about Haney? Nobody cares about him.
What you mean? Haney's the undisputed champion. How can you not care about him?
No, he's not.
Lomachenko is the most undisputed champion in history.
Well, yes, he got all the belts, though. He got all the belts.
He got all the belts.
How did he get
garbage?
Those belts?
He fought the worst. Imagine, like, this is worse than, like, beating a bum version of Buster Douglas from Evander Holyfield when he, like, knocked him out in the second round, right? Haney has a worse fucking win for undisputed than that.
Those aren't even his belts. Those are Lomachenko's belts.
His best fight is Linares, and the lasting impression in that fight wasn't good.
What you mean? What about when he fought JoJo Diaz? Bro, that was a good fight.
JoJo Diaz sucks, bro.
He nearly lost.
You win life and death with a featherweight. You're overrated.
Alright, guys. Okay, here's the fight: Teofimo Lopez against Ryan Garcia.
Hell of a fight.
That's a good fight.
I got Lopez.
That is a bigger fight than Crawford and Spence.
Honestly, man, after seeing him get landed on,
that's a fact.
Wait up, yeah, it is. It's absolutely bigger.
Yes, Teofimo versus Ryan Garcia is better than the Spence.
Crawford has no one. Ryan Garcia has TikTokos. Like,
yep.
There's no comparison.
And Ryan, he's got New York on lockdown.
Their on pay-per-view. They don't even know what the fuck it is.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna get attention.
They're brand fucking new people, man. They don't know what the fuck pay-per-view is.
Everyone's gonna talk about that.
All these TikTok thoughts before they're 18, they're only they go to OnlyFans as their only plans when they turn 18. All right, they know about fucking paying to view shit. All right, trust me, they know what pay-per-view is.
Fight yet, and then we're talking about he's gonna be like making more money than Crawford Spence.
The only people who are gonna talk about Crawford and Spence are those black guys who beat dogs. Okay, that's the only people who are gonna talk about that fight.
What you mean? I don't beat dogs. That's basically the mega fight to make, though. That's like the mega
fight. How much?
That fight is Spence versus Crawford. Spence versus Crawford, just not a mega fight.
No, it's not.
Well, you a hater, bro.
It's a big fight. Mega fight is at least a mil
didn't want to
pay-per-view.
fucking promote that fight, so it's like, how are you gonna build up that fight after 4 years of trashing Crawford?
I will be shocked if that fight does 300K buys. Honestly,
I mean, they shit on Pacquiao for 5 years, and it did the biggest fight in history. So
y'all talking crazy.
How's it crazy? What did we say?
Sorry, it's true, man. It's true, man. Hispanics, like, they come in.
Crawford did 50K
They bring the
against
money.
Postall.
Bro, it's
But we're talking about somebody, bro. We're talking about, bro, freaking Errol Spence Jr., bro. Errol Spence Jr. has a big fan base, and the Mexicans love him. So
Yeah, he carries. He's the only one that brings any sort of eyes to that pay-per-view.
The Mexicans love him. I wouldn't say that.
He is
How
the
can
clear
you
A
say
side.
the Mexicans
the
love
Mexicans
him?
like Virgil Ortiz.
Spence is the
That's
clear A side and all that shit, man. His lowest pay-per-view is only like 70K less than Bud's whole entire pay-per-view career. Like Bud
the only
is
Mexicans who like Spence are the cucks. That's it.
Let me ask you a question, Chibi. Let me ask you a question. You say the Mexicans love Errol Spence. Do you love the Mexicans?
Ooh.
Wow.
Bro, what's going on here?
I think he just
You see, they can't answer. They can't answer.
Answer.
Bro, I love, bro, what you mean? I do love, bro, listen, bro, I do love the Mexicans, bro.
Oh, you like the Mexican bowls at Taco Bell? Is that it?
Listen, bro,
Jimmy?
I do love, bro, bro, Sasha, y'all always trying to make it seem like I'm racist. I'm not racist. I love the Mexicans. I'm just saying that you shouldn't
He goes to Chipotle every Friday. He loves Mexicans, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the black dudes love the Mexicans. Yeah, because they want you guys. They want them to buy the pay-per-views. Yeah, motherfucking cons.
God damn, Gonzalo cooking him.
Listen, this guy doesn't go to Chipotle. He's never been an authentic Mexican food. He goes to Taco Bell. That's all he fucking knows, this guy. He goes. Listen, this guy goes to Taco Bell talking about, I love Mexican food, man. I love Mexican food.
This is crazy.
Why is your phone sound like? Are you in Detroit for real? You're not even in Canada. You're in Detroit.
God damn, sucker.
He said, I'm in Detroit. What do you mean I'm in
Yeah, you're
Detroit?
in
Detroit's on welfare.
He
Wait a
lies.
sec. Bucci, are you being racist right now? Are you being racist?
I'm always
Plug your
racist,
everyone.
man.
Detroit is on welfare.
And the Spence versus Crawford fight, bro. Not only black and Mexican, everybody's gonna watch that fight. That fight's gonna be watched even in the UK.
How many pay-per-views does it do? The UK is going to watch Crawford and okay. But how many pay-per-views does it do? What's your prediction, Jimmy, for the pay-per-views that it sells? How many? You think 1 million, 2 million?
I think it's gonna do as good as the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight.
4 million.
You see
4 million?
Yeah. It's a serious question.
You're crazy.
People talk about Floyd. What were Floyd's biggest pay-per-views?
Against Mexicans.
No, it wasn't. It was a Filipino and an Irishman. No, it wasn't.
Most of his when he fights Mexicans.
And who didn't he make a lot against?
De La Hoya,
McGregor, De La Hoya, Pacquiao, McGregor. That's his. Yeah.
Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo was the biggest paydays.
Are both 4 mil.
Everything.
Oscar and Canelo were both 2 mil.
Because they were Mexican.
Mayweather's was
and
huge
that
star.
kind of that Floyd was solely the cash cow.
Mayweather is like a multiplier.
With some Hall of Famers. Man.
Mayweather himself is not really like a huge star. Like he's a multiplier.
What was the number for
400K.
Crash.
That's a huge drop off.
Yeah.
You see, he's not a star.
1/10 of what he did versus Pac.
Yeah, fuck Floyd. Who cares? He was boring anyways.
Well, no, because they want to push the Crawford Spence narrative. This is huge mega fight, but Floyd
it's not a mega fight.
Show you what it is.
Look at two black dudes fighting across the sea or in England. Conor Benn and Eubank. That fight's already sold out.
You have to go back to
in an hour
for America. Two African Americans selling big. You'd have to go back to like Tyson.
Yeah, 90.
I can't think of any other time.
Tyson Lewis, probably, man.
Yeah.
And 1 hour that fight got sold out.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
There you go. 20 years ago.
Eubank and Ben sold out in 1 hour.
Yep, that's what they said. Yeah.
They're shameless, man. They sold out.
Does anybody remember what?
Cuck Island doesn't give a shit.
Does anybody remember what Cotto Margarito did?
Cuck Island, they see two black guys. Cotto Margarito.
The first one, I think it did over 500,000, right? Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't even know if that was.
It wasn't pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view?
Yeah, I don't know if that was
Cotto
pay-per-view.
Margarito 1 was pay-per-view.
No, I'm not sure,
No,
man.
it wasn't. I don't think it
I think it was
was.
championship
Yeah,
boxing.
It was.
I think the second one.
Wrong.
I think you're thinking about
The second one might have been pay-per-view.
No, definitely was pay-per-view. The second one was pay-per-view. Yes. Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, they had Max Kellerman in the face.
believe
Remember the
Cotto's-
face-off thing?
Yeah, his first pay-per-view was Pacquiao, I believe.
Because Cotto used to do pay-per-views too.
Wait, the first one was pay-per-view. Look it up.
Whose first
It did
pay-per-view was
450.
Pacquiao?
Yeah,
Cotto?
it did really well.
Cotto. I believe it was
No, I
Cotto.
thought
Margarito.
You sure it wasn't Judah?
No, Margarito Cotto.
No, I don't think
The
so.
first fight did
Judah was on
450,000
I'll
pay-per-views.
Google it. I'll Google it. You know.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Somebody says Cotto Margarito did 450,000.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
it was pay-per-view.
Yeah, I just said
I know
that.
my
Is that
boxing,
the first
dude.
or the second one, though?
Was it
The
pay-per-view?
first one. The first one did 450.
Pay-per-view bouts. Malinaji was his first one. Okay, never safety. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
Cotto used to do some really good
Cotto
numbers.
bombed versus Malinaji. It was only 60K. Then Judah was pay-per-view.
bro.
Yeah, he did.
But the
he did
Margarito fight was a
450.
pay-per-view? The first
Yeah,
one?
he
Yes,
did
it was pay-per-view.
450.
Yeah,
Interesting.
450.
Okay.
Holy
Safety.
Cotto was badass, bro. But I'm just showing that even Cotto, so this myth that Mayweather was this major, Cotto did better than Mayweather versus a Mexican. So why do you think they picked Margarito?
Mayweather did amazing in numbers. That's why he was
He only
most
did
highest
amazing
paid
when he fought
athlete.
Hispanic fighters.
But was he the most highest paid athlete though?
Nobody
At the time?
cares.
Nobody
He had a
cares.
really good deal
Nobody
with-
cares about that. But then y'all care about these other people. Okay. I see where this is going.
Let me answer your question, buddy. When he was with Rock Nation, he had like a really lucrative deal. Like I think he was at one point like he basically had like a DAZN deal where like he had a string of fights and he got a fat stack of cash for signing a deal.
Well, but what I'm saying is, you're saying that he didn't do numbers or this and that, but he's the most high. He was once the most
No one
highest
said that.
paid athlete.
No one said that.
Cares. Okay, but he was fighting. Yeah, listen. Okay, we agree.
Can we change the subject,
Like,
Mucho?
I don't know what you're trying to prove. Like,
I don't know.
I can.
No response.
Yeah, we were talking
He
about
was, who
Floyd's
was he fighting
pay-per-views,
though?
but
He was fighting a bunch of
whatever.
Latinos, Mexicans. Like he had it
Exactly.
all. Like
You can't bring in the numbers with the Hispanic fighters. Next topic.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're talking about with Teal and Ryan, how it'll be a massive pay-per-view.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, because the two Hispanic fighters is going to bring in the money.
Yeah, exactly.
People think that Mayweather fought a crazy amount of Mexicans. No, he fought a lot of Argentinians too. It was probably half and half. Probably even more South Americans than Mexicans.
Yeah. No, I said Latino, Hispanics, and like Cotto, and Maidana.
Cotto, what's that dude that
He
went
still
to prison
fought on
for
Mexican
molesting
holidays against Argentinians. That's the funny part.
That was in a
Valdomir, yeah.
Because he's retarded. He probably thinks Argentina and Mexico are the same thing.
Jesus Chavez, yeah, that was a bit.
Jesus Chavez, was he Mexican or Argentinian? One of the Chavezes is Argentinian.
No, at 130. Remember that was Mexican. That's a Mexican.
I think he got hurt too in that fight.
I don't know. They would, yeah, bro. They were trying to make it as if it was a Chavez against Mayweather, like it was a continuation of Chavez Senior versus Roger Mayweather or something, even though Chavez had nothing to do with Chavez. But anyways,
what a joke.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was pretty pathetic.
Yeah. Then when he ran into fucking Castillo put the bit, did the
Yep. Still beat his ass.
That was pretty good.
Yep.
Because we almost what Spence Crawford is now is what Mayweather Judah could have been, but then Judah just shat the bed
against Valdomir.
Yeah, I mean that was like that. That's exactly what Spence Crawford is today. People forget that Judah Floyd was going to be that fight.
He had everything, man. Speed and power. Actually, that reminds me of Teo, man. Teo can just fucking become that dude. But we gotta wait and see. The book is still out on Teo. Because he's got speed and power, but he just looks like fucking like immature, like he loses his marbles.
Go from Brooklyn.
I seem to recall another Brooklyn lightweight losing to an Australian. Who was that again? Oh, right. Judah against this guy.
Oh, that's a good comparison, too. They're both from Brooklyn.
God damn, Brooklyn's taking L's against Australia. Australia runs Brooklyn.
Gonzalo, how would you see like your prediction if Teofimo Lopez fights Josh Taylor?
Ooh, man, that's an amazing fight. They're both extremely athletic, but Taylor has pop though.
Of course.
And they both got great footwork, reflexes. Whew.
They got rhythm too.
I think it's a battle of the hookers. I mean, somebody's gonna get caught with the hook, and it's night over.
I got Taylor TKO.
Yeah, I got Taylor working him, man.
Wait, who versus who?
Taylor versus Lopez. To me, that's the best fight.
Man, he's sneaky.
I think the size is just going to be an issue for Lopez, man. I really do. Like, didn't he say like after Nakatani, no more tall guys or something? Or something?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I really think he doesn't like the size. He doesn't like being a smaller man. He doesn't.
He's more experienced too. He's fought better opposition, and if he does those things that he did against Ramirez when he punches off the break, man, that dude, I don't think he's got the maturity to get past that. He might, going back to Zap Judo, he might do a fucking Zap Judo where he loses his shit.
Oh yeah.
You mean Taylor Zap Judo's Teo?
Yeah, Teo. Because he's got all the qualities. He's got speed and power. But when Campa was hitting him sometimes, he looked a little flustered. He was doing like all these what is it called, like facial expressions. And some he was joking, but you can tell others it was like, all right, I see your game. Let's see. But if that were somebody else, that's what I'm trying to say. That just hits him a little harder. He ain't gonna be fucking joking around. Yeah. Because that's what happened to him with Cambosos, man.
Yeah.
I think he should fight Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think Taylor should move up anyways. I think Taylor should just get the fuck out of 140.
Rex. Yeah. But people are tired of fucking...
What's up, Gonzalo?
People are tired of Ryan Garcia opening his mouth, man. I don't want to hear shit from fucking Ryan Garcia.
Exactly. So fight Teo. He's available. They both just won. So why don't you make the fight happen?
And Oscar was there. No, but this is Teo fucking DM'd fucking Oscar. Oscar showed up, but Ryan Garcia is such a little bitch. I mean, I like how he fights, but he might get mad because he's talking to fucking Oscar. All of a sudden, I fucking hate you.
And I thought that too, but the fight is going to be pay-per-view, so that would make me think that since it's pay-per-view, it has to be a big name.
I mean, when a fighter usually it's a fighter that's scouting the other fighter, their opponent or future opponent, and not the promoter. So it would have been interesting to see Ryan there instead of Oscar.
Yeah,
that's right.
But it's more serious. But if De La Hoya is there, doesn't it mean that it's more serious though? Because he's actually the one that could make the fight happen.
Yeah, but
he already said pay-per-view.
Let's not forget, like he's been kind of in the middle of these promotional fuck ups, like with Munguia.
That's right, Virtuoso.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying that Teo might bust out another Judas move, him or his dad, to where they're talking on the side with Oscar De La Hoya, thinking, if you can do better for me than what fucking Bob Arum and Top the Board doing, let me sign with you. And because you also got to think that Oscar's thinking. You also got to think that Oscar's thinking that Ryan Garcia is going to jump ship because he's a little snide motherfucker too.
Yeah, but who can he fight on pay-per-view though? That's the question. Because you could do Barbosa, but is that a pay-per-view event? Unless it's a stat card. Unless
you need a name to sell a pay-per-view, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest.
Ryan Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah. Ryan Garcia, but what I'm saying, do what Eddie Hearn does. The guy that wins, you fucking sign him. If that's Teo, because you never know if fucking Ryan Garcia is gonna fucking lead you anyways. So you gotta be. He looked kind of suspicious. That's a good thing. Oscar's gotta be that poker face.
Why not make this fight already? Because you never know what can happen. Especially with Teofimo Lopez. You saw he lost to Cambosos. That was unexpected. Can it happen again? Maybe. You know what I mean?
Nice in boxing history.
That'd be a good fight.
And I got more faith that Teo will make a fight because his dad, he's thinking more about the money. He's like, oh son, we can do it, and he's already thinking about the millions.
He's thinking about the next
fight.
or he's gonna cop, man.
If he fights Ryan, he's getting a lot.
Well, the thing about, in my opinion, bro,
that division.
But Ryan Garcia and motherfucking Teofimo, bro, they both be procrastinating. So even if they did say they're gonna fight, it's gonna be like a year until they fight. Like, it'll take a whole year.
He's got a pay-per-view in December.
They're not all like Tank Davis. So who knows? They might.
Yeah.
This is the PBC.
Did Taylor give up the WBO belt? Is that the belt that he vacated?
Yeah, to Joshua Franco, I think. I
because
don't
know.
The WBA, I don't remember.
The president Pablo, what's his name? Pablo Vacarel or something like that.
Balcazar.
He just tweeted
Escobar.
No, Pablo for the Vacarel or something like that. The WBO. He just tweeted something about Teo and Ryan. He hashtag Ryan, Oscar, and Bob all in the same tweet.
Oh,
ooh!
They're ready to sanction this fight. Get their sanctioning fee. They're loving it, man.
Look on Twitter. The WBO president just said that.
What an asshole!
Awesome. We're getting the fight then.
Yeah, that's good though. And there's a belt involved. So I guess Josh Taylor's gonna drop all the belts. I think it's all planned though.
Yeah, I think that's the only belt he has left, right?
Well, imagine he drops the belts when Haney goes up and Teal's got a belt. I don't know, man. That looks like next year if everything went right.
To me, this is what I'm suspecting. You're not meant to keep all the belts and defend them after you won them. It just doesn't make any sense. Pay all these sanctioning fees, and what are you going to be? Oh, I defended my title 6, 7, 8, 9 times. My undisputed titles. It just doesn't make sense. You got them, let them go. As long as you continue being champion with 1 or 2 of the belts.
With the ring belt.
Yeah, because then you also have to fulfill the mandatories, man, and nobody's going to put the world on pause.
Impossible.
Impossible.
And then there's certain things you don't even want to see.
With the mandatories, man. But it's like, I think defending the undisputed crown, I think that's a sign of like dominance, really.
Yeah, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense. You have to everybody's got to deal with you. Then they gotta wait until you're finished fighting this guy to fight the next guy. Then the guy that's last,
it's an obligation.
Guy that's
last, you gotta pay bills.
And it's not a guarantee that you're gonna win anyway. So I mean,
yeah, but it's like it's for the fans. Like it's like you trying to show them like, yo, I'm holding the crown down for like all these title defenses for years now. You know, that's kind of like
it's too much power in one boxer's hands.
It's 4 belts, guys. It's getting out of control here. Like we as a fans should have more more of a saying.
More of a saying. Yeah, 1 belt, just like in MMA.
Do you want to go back?
That's what the ring was supposed to be.
Well, there's a Ring magazine belt. We can start actually just talking about that one and forget about these other fucking belts.
That's what I would
say. They don't even defend that one.
And plus, look, when you become undisputed and you had to do it the hard way now, because this is kind of like a new thing. Then all of a sudden you fight, you have an off night, and then you fight like a Cambosos guy. Then you lose and give all the titles to him. How does that look on Cambosos? Oh, he's a beast now. Then all of a sudden Haney gets it from Cambosos, and Haney's the new beast. That's what I'm saying.
But that's
why I brought up my argument about Crawford. I don't know if you remember that one. Look at the names he beat for his
they're garbage.
Undisputed, supposedly.
But
if you look at the names,
the second worst undisputed only being beaten by fucking bum ass Haney's run.
But I didn't see him as Lino. Was Bud ever Lino? Because I was trying to go into it. I didn't ever see him as Lino though.
At 140?
Here's the thing about Lino.
In anyone.
It's meant to be broken.
I'd assume 140 because he would meet the criteria because the other dude, Ndongo, right? He technically had the 2 other belts, so that would fit the criteria, I'd assume. But
I didn't see him on there. But like with Ring, now you just seen Fury vacated the ring, so it means something. And now it's going to be on Usyk Joshua now.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's great.
Honestly, the WBC, they're allowing Fury to be very slimy with his whole retirement scheme, right? They gave him 2 weeks, which is conveniently within the time of AJ Usyk, right? The rematch, with some extra time to determine if he wants to fight the winner. So if it's AJ, right, he'll say, "Oh, we'll finally make the undisputed. We're gonna see who's the best of the best. I'm gonna beat this bum." If it's Usyk, I'm out of here. I retired. I beat everyone. Usyk's a cruiserweight. All this he's gonna duck him, man. Swear to God.
Yeah. Mauricio should just be a troll and just strip him on the 19th.
Mauricio Suleiman is a cook. He's not even Mexican.
You know what? He's franchise champion.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Honestly, that should be
the franchise champion.
Yeah, fuck Mauricio Suleiman.
But yeah, Fear is not serious about his retirement. He's just doing that for clout.
He's gonna give him a franchise belt in 5 years.
If it's Usyk that wins, I think he's serious about it.
Yeah, if Usyk wins, he might stay retired.
Yeah, because he don't want to face him, but he wants that AJ fight. But I've been saying that, like, yo, you should fight him without the fucking belts. That don't matter. It's still gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Usyk's gonna knock Joshua out.
You don't want the smoke, man. It's simple.
Or the other way
Usyk's
around.
the best.
You know what? If AJ wins, he's gonna come out of retirement. If Usyk wins,
fuck AJ.
Yep.
I don't think. I think he's just
Not
gonna
gonna win,
stay
though.
away. He's too small for me. There's no point.
They're setting up a robbery win though for AJ. I fear.
I have a feeling AJ's winning. I have a feeling AJ's winning.
What is he now? He's Mexican style, Bucho? AJ? Mexican style.
Why? Oh, because of
Robert Garcia.
Robert Garcia.
I wonder if
they're always looking for the angles.
Bring something. Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be.
What makes you think AJ wait?
What?
Legitimately, he's gonna win, or they're gonna give it to him on the scorecards?
No. They're gonna give him on the scorecards.
In Saudi Arabia, and he's a black Muslim.
Oh yeah,
really not black. Black doesn't matter. He's a Muslim. I think
it's basically Africa.
I think
from Nigeria, Boko Haram.
If AJ come out, if AJ come out swinging and start bullying, if he can bully Usyk, he could win, but I don't see that happening.
He's gonna get knocked out.
He's gonna have to slug it out.
Usyk is waking up
with the same people, right? That say Adrian Broner would win if he just threw his hands. They kind of have the same defense for AJ about the Usyk loss.
Yeah, he just needs to pressure him.
If he just fought, if he didn't box and he just fought, he would have beat him. Completely disregarding.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm not really a AJ fan, so I really want.
No, you're a Wilder fan.
Oh yeah, hands down, Wilder fan all day. Yeah, no, you're not lying about that.
No, that's a good point. They say if he just let his hands go, well, there's a reason he didn't just let his hands go.
It's better than
he
just
did
keeping him
too. There were a few
side.
rounds where he tried to go aggressive, right? He stopped boxing, and then he gets stung by that straight left, and then he went back to being survival mode. So like
a big
people
idiot.
act like it didn't happen when it did.
Oh my god! Hey guys, Iron Fist in the chat says if Usyk wins and Fury retires, who will fight for the vacant WBC title? Isn't Wilder number one?
Yeah.
It's either gonna be Wilder or Ruiz.
It's Wilder. Oh my god!
He's gonna be back.
This motherfucker won't go away.
Honestly, at this point, I just hope Fury takes that bullshit UFC fight with Ngannou, right? He challenged him into a boxing fight and he just gets clipped and he just ruins the whole. Because honestly, he's making a mockery of heavyweight right now. Yeah, it's a joke, dude. Like
just complete the whole thing. Yeah, just make it even a more unofficial mockery. Getting knocked out by a UFC fighter.
Usyk is going to be division undisputed champion. That's what's going to happen.
He's gonna be on another suicide bench. He's gonna eat a lot. If that happens again.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see Tyson Fury number 1, Deontay Wilder number 2, but I think Deontay Wilder should retire because
After he lost the second time to Tyson Fury, a lot of fighters, especially in that weight class, can't really come back from that.
That was beautiful.
But I don't really want to talk too much about it. But
that was beautiful.
Yeah.
You wanna replay it? Let's replay it.
No, man, come on, chill, bro. Leave Wilder alone, bro. Don't do that.
Let's do it one more time, Lucho.
Seriously, Chibi, why should Wilder retire?
To this day.
He should leave him alone. Leave him alone.
You big bosser.
Yeah. Put the video where he's making out with the statue. Where TV can cry.
Tyson Fury killed me, bro. When Tyson Fury called him a sausage.
He did on Black History Month like a warrior.
He called him a sausage? What do you mean he called him a sausage?
He called him a sausage. You remember when he came? You remember at the weigh-ins and he had came he had came in with the hat and everything.
Wilder's now number 2.
I don't remember him calling him a sausage.
Wilder's never been number 2.
He called him a big bosser.
Hold on a sec. Wilder's never been a number 2 heavyweight. You speak for yourself, Chuba. All right? He got robbed. He got robbed.
I'm gonna get Sebastian Fundora to beat his ass.
Those 2 fights against Fury, he got robbed. All right, and Fury cheated. Don't you even dare go there, Chiba. You got it?
All I'm saying, I'm not saying that. I don't want to be one of those people to say that he cheated or this and that because I don't know.
Yeah, well,
all I know is
I'm saying, Chiba. I'm saying that Fury cheated. And I want you to knock off the tough guy talk. Knock off the tough guy talk.
Come on, Flubber.
Only thing I'm saying is in my book, I put Fury at number 1, Wilder at number 2, Usyk number 3. Then I put Anthony Joshua at number 4, and then Frank Sanchez at number 5. That's mine.
Chibi, you said that you want Wilder to retire because you don't want to relive that experience when Wilder got destroyed?
Yeah, I don't want to see that no more.
If he fights again, then
I agree. Then he should retire because I'm concerned about Wilder's health.
I'm not. Fuck him.
He took a pretty good beating.
Yeah. Bucho, you see the hypocrisy. Theo talks crazy, and he's crazy. Wilder, but maybe Fury cheated. It's it's crazy. These dudes are such hypocrites.
I never said he cheated, bro. I
want to see him get knocked out again.
Well, no, bro. That's just like how I even feel about Triple G, bro. I don't want Triple G to fight Canelo because he an old man, bro. Like he 40.
I don't know. Triple G looking like the Terminator. He might knock out Canelo. You never know.
I don't know about that, man.
You never know.
Why not?
Yeah, if he did, he'll make me a very happy person. I would love to see that, but I just don't see that happening.
Triple G still got the power, though. When have you ever seen weakness in fucking Triple G? When have you ever seen a bitch in him that you can say, I don't know about that?
The Terminator.
I never seen him. I never seen no bitch in him. No, but like
when have you ever seen the Terminator cry? He can't. He can't.
You know who's a bitch? Charlo.
Which Charlo? Which one?
Both of them.
Talking crazy.
Yeah, I mean. Oh no, Jermal. What about Jermal?
They're the same person. They're the same person, bro. No, they're not. They're the same person.
No, they're not, bro. Jermell Charlo is undisputed. He fought everybody. Bro, 154 is one of the best weight classes.
Chibi, you're avoiding the fucking question. Chibi, I said Jermal.
Is not that good.
That division is overrated.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
The 160 pounder.
Oh nah, man. He be acting like a little bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
I can't.
There you go. You admitted it. It hurts, doesn't
it? To fight somebody, bro. Like the person that he's supposed to be fighting.
He won't though, because he's a bitch.
I give y'all that one, man. He be acting like a little bitch boy sometimes.
He should retire.
Yeah, he should retire, bro. If he ain't finna fight nobody, if he's not finna fight nobody, bro, he should just retire.
No, he should fight Canelo so he can get knocked out.
He should fight Munguia so he can get an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think Munguia might beat him, honestly.
Didn't Munguia have some
I think
issues on his side?
I think we need to start giving David Morrell more props too, because I think that I think that he could become one of the greats at 168. And if he were to fight David Benavidez, I would say that's a 50-50 fight.
Who?
David Morrell.
It's a 50-50 fight. Are you crazy? No.
Mirage, where you at?
We need Mirage.
Yeah, we need Mirage. His boy David Benavidez is up.
Who did Benavidez fight? Sorry, who did Canelo fight?
You're on deck, Mirage. Man, but Mirage isn't even that bad. You guys give him a bit too much shit. He honestly talks a lot of facts, in my opinion, man.
He's my Australian boss. I made him. I created him.
Listen, when he said Canelo avoided Andrade, it's like, come on, guy. He's afraid. Like, why? Are you kidding?
He's just a bit defective.
I'll say this, right? Maybe excluding 168 in general, right, with Canelo and Benavidez, but everything else, he's pretty spot on, man.
No, he discredits things that are like the Orlando Salido, just because he lost so many times. Dude, the dude went without getting knocked out for 50 fucking fights. In his first 15 fights, he got dropped in the first few fights, and then after that, he never got knocked out. And then he only lost to with a handful of world champions, but he didn't lose against tomato cans. Yeah.
So what do you say?
What he say is that you just have to do a little bit of investigating and a little bit of research, what he's not willing to do, and it's very easy for him just to open his mouth and not consider those things. Very easy points to.
Yeah. Salido had too many losses. Okay, but that's like Gonzalo said. If you look at his past 20 fights or something, he was fighting top champions actually. And he lost.
Actually, the last 50 fights, he fought 70 times.
Yeah.
And after the 15th opponent, he didn't freaking get knocked out. He didn't get knocked out or stopped ever again until the last fight on the stool. So the dude had a fucking 49 fights in the fucking his career where he never got stopped and only lost to a handful of opponents. And if you go from 1 to 15, he lost a lot of them. And that's where you get your bulk of the 13 fights in general. But it's just a little bit of research. It's just a little bit of research, right?
So what, he called him a bum?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, you guys heard him. You guys know he's been on.
Well, I don't, because sometimes I just don't catch everything. I mean, these are just long streams. It's kind of hard to keep up with every single detail. Yeah, but Floyd's the greatest
when he beat Carlos Baldomir, who had, how many losses did he have when he fought Floyd? At least 8 or 9, right?
11.
He had 11 losses, and even Larry Merchant called him out. Yo, this dude, why you pick this guy? Why was it so boring?
But Floyd's TBE though. He's TBE.
Yeah, I know.
He is the best ever. That is true, hands down.
Why did we give one guy flack and not the other guy?
Will call you out to your face.
I mean, Baldomir had an iron chin. He had never got knocked out until Canelo. I do like Mirage's passion when it comes to Benavidez because I share a lot of his viewpoints. You're right about that, though. When he talks about Benavidez, he talks truth. In my opinion.
Well, I mean, he says he beats Canelo. I don't know about that, though.
Because there's a stamina, Bucho.
He said, I don't know if it was on here or what rep it, but he said, David Benavidez versus Beterbiev was 50-50, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
everybody.
That's kind of, that was kind of fucking delusional.
I think he was praising Benavidez for having beaten David Lemieux.
Yeah.
Lemieux. He's a former world champion. What's it? I don't know what the fuck he was saying.
You guys imitating his accent is fucking hilarious.
I can't do it.
I can.
He said a bunch of things that are crazy. Man.
Yeah.
I understand that Canelo 168 is not the greatest unification.
I respect
what he said about Davis is 100% correct. Davis is a bum.
He's a David Benavidez simp. I mean that in the most respectful way, but he is.
I think you can say.
I mean, he chose a good fighter to simp over.
That's true.
Not like some people who simp over Haney.
That's terrible.
Who would do that?
Yeah. Yeah, who would do that? That's disgusting.
Well, I don't know, bro.
MMA, rare
The
breed.
LDBC. The LDBC.
I think Haney's a great fighter, bro. Like I like his craft.
He's a back foot bitch.
He has
That's what he is.
he has a nice jab.
He's a great grappler. He would do well in the UFC. He has a great double leg takedown.
He's a back foot bitch. That's what he is.
Yo, I would like to see Devin Haney versus Cheeto Vera.
Yeah, Devin Haney. Who's at 35? Dominic Cruz. Let's make the fight happen.
He just retired.
Haney's not losing no time soon, man. Yeah, this is the Haney era. Just get
Haney era. If he fights Loma, he loses his next fight. Of course, he won't.
Lomachenko would stop Haney in 2 rounds.
You don't want the smoke.
I see Haney outboxing Lomachenko.
Well, you're an idiot. Lomachenko, the greatest fighter that ever walked the earth.
He's got a great jab. That's all I hear from you, Haney fans. He's
got a great jab.
It's because he's more athletic. Anderson, he's more athletic. He's got more rhythm.
Athletic.
He's a brother.
Yeah.
He's bigger.
Oh, why we always listen? I'm just so confused. Why I gotta always be like? Why I gotta go to that? Why? Like,
we recognize.
And the crazy part is, I like Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko's a dog. I think he's great.
Yes, he's the greatest fighter that ever walked the earth. Don't you forget it.
I'm going to tell you why, though. Is because boxing is more of a business than a sport. Okay, there was a reason. There was a reason Manny Pacquiao was loved by everybody. It's because the way he fought.
I've had enough.
People wanted to see
Lomachenko is better. Lomachenko is better than Mayweather. How about that?
Yeah, I disagree.
What are you gonna do? You gonna cry?
Hold on.
Mayweather is a dude. He got outboxed by Logan Paul. That dude's a bum. I'm not joking. I'm not being a joker. I'm not being a joker. I'm being dead fucking. Wait.
Just dead
fucking serious.
All right, I'm being serious too. I'm being serious too. What's Mayweather record and what's Lomachenko record? Oh yeah, okay then.
Lomachenko's record is bullshit because he should have no losses and Floyd should have like an extra 6. So
you sound like a Mayweather hater.
All I know that against Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather is 0-1. That's all I know.
Listen, Chibi, I need to tell you this, and you can look up the interview. But there was an interview that involved it was a panel of LDBC guys and Bill Haney and Mauricio Suleiman. They talked about the Loma fight. Bill Haney literally said they had the opportunity to fight Loma, but they took the interim belt instead.
Yeah, people are. Yeah, they don't want to acknowledge that. That's a fact.
So wait, I assume what happened was David Haney was
what happened. Your boy ducked.
David Haney was mandatory, and instead of fighting him, he vacated the belt. Isn't that what happened?
He never vacated.
No, he ducked Lomachenko. That's what happened.
Listen, literally a month. They did that offer literally a month after Loma had just fought. So there was literally no sense to having that fight happen when he had just fought a month prior. You know what I mean?
You're talking about
Lomachenko had no idea that Bob Arum had petitioned for the franchise because you have to petition for it. Lomachenko had no idea.
He was never asked. Exactly, dude. Yeah. He was never asked. He was fucking.
So how could he drop a belt that he was never asked?
Listen, he was set up from the beginning. He wasn't asked for the fucking franchise belt, and then against Teo, he got the judges were fucking paid off. One of the judges gave him a 1 round. The other 2 weren't even that great either. They gave him like 2 or 3 rounds. It's obvious that he was never gonna fairly win that match unless he like stopped Teo or he absolutely destroyed him in like 10-2. Like Usyk AJ. Like
exactly, and he won that fight. Honestly, Anderson, he won that fight.
So this is what lets you know about boxing and styles and what makes people want to watch. Teofimo coming off a loss is going to get a pay-per-view, and Haney is not, even though he's undisputed. Look, man, people pay for what they want, and they don't want that. You have to understand that boxing is a business.
Haney should just retire, honestly.
Man, Haney's always going to fight on pay-per-view because they're not going to have it any other way, man. They're just not.
But no one wants to watch him though, Gonzalo.
Yeah, I know. That sucks. That's even worse.
No, Lopez is getting the pay-per-view before Haney.
Let's do
because he's exciting.
Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis, please.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, there's no chance. Prograis has nothing for Haney, and Haney.
You know why? Because he's not Hispanic. That's why.
And it's a dangerous fight with like no name recognition, essentially. Like,
I know people hate Canelo, but he is where he is because of his style of fighting. I mean, he's not really Mexican with his style, but he's more of a counter puncher. But he wants to fight.
He's Irish.
Bivol was backfooting all night, but
yeah, the best way to describe a lot of these guys' career is to, like, I would say that they're cultivated. Like, a lot of people cultivate. Well, not even necessarily cherry picking. Like, certainly for a lot of them, it is cherry picking. But like, okay, so you're really good, right?
Well, look at Andre Ward with Andre Ward's accolades and everything. They tried to make him a star, but he just couldn't cross over.
It was fucking boring. That's why.
Well, the dude was a cheater, and the dude was just.
There were no Hispanics in that division. That's why.
He was going to fall in the same trap. But with his accolades, pound for pound, all the belts, he just couldn't cross over.
Nobody took a layoff. Remember? Well, because of the he was going to court or some shit, whatever, with his promoter, and he was out for like I don't know how long. He was a long time though.
And he has an ugly style too. Like if you watch his fights, like there's things that you can appreciate at times, but just like in terms of entertainment and like what you're seeing, and like it's very ugly. It's like a brutal.
Those are the same things they said about Mikey Garcia. People forget Mikey Garcia was considered boring, not a big puncher, because he wasn't a Pereira or Morales.